Good evening and welcome to Justeventonline News at 9. And in fact is Smahil. The news headlines. Tinubu reiterates commitment to judicial reforms. Senate rejects bill to extend years of service for NASS workers to 65. Federal government calls for strategy overhaul to combat malaria scourge. 400,000 policemen not enough to secure Nigeria, Speaker says. Nigerian government unveils plan to create 100,000 jobs by May 29. COAS restates Army's commitment to protect human rights during conflict. Federal government plans cooking gas exports ban to crash price. Ohanaeze excited as Senate passes Southeast Development Commission bill. And on sport, NPFL restates resolve to continue strict rules enforcement. Now the news in details. President Bola Tinubu has reiterated his commitment as the chairman of the authority of ECOWAS heads of state and government to advance judicial reforms in the bloc. He added that an accountable judicial system with integrity will strengthen democracy across West Africa. The president made those remarks at a meeting with the ECOWAS Judicial Council, led by Justice Olukayode Ariwola, the Chief Justice of Nigeria, and Chairman of the Council at the State House in Abuja. The Senate has rejected the controversial bill seeking to extend the service year for employees of the National Assembly by additional 5 years. The bill, which had been passed at the House of Representatives, was declined for concurrence by the Senate on Thursday at plenary. The Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Mohammed Ali Patti, has called for a review of the country's strategies to combat the malaria burden. He said this when partners from the Malaria Alliance, RBM Malaria Partnership, and Nigerian officials of WHO Global Malaria Program visited him on Friday in Abuja. He said the country had not made significant progress despite decades of efforts to reduce malaria scourge. The minister advocated a comprehensive review of existing approaches to combat the public health crisis. The Speaker of House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, has said number of policemen, which is placed at about 400,000, is not sufficient to provide security to over 200 million Nigerians. Speaking during a courtesy call on him by the Association of Clerks of State Houses of Assembly on Thursday, Abbas, who was represented by Deputy Speaker of the House, Benjamin Kalu, said it is necessary to establish state police. He said the state policing will increase internal security because the operators are already familiar with the terrain they are to police. The federal government has revealed plans to create no fewer than 100,000 verifiable jobs by May 29, 2024. Temitola Adekunle Johnson, the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises and Job Creation, Office of the Vice President, unveiled the plan in Abuja. The presidential aide said the federal government was focusing on job creation in partnership with the Federal Ministry of Labor and Employment. Nigeria's Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tarid Lagbaja, As said, the Nigerian Army remains committed to protecting human rights of people in conflict situations in line with global best practices and rules of engagement. Lagos has stated this while declaring open the 2024 Nigerian Army Human Rights Seminar on Thursday in Lafia, Nasarawa State. The COAS was represented by Major General Hilary Nzan, the commander of Army Force Special Forces, Nasarawa State. According to him, the deployment of troops across the country brings soldiers into the civil peace, and frictions are bound to occur between them and the civilians. The federal government is to stop the exportation of liquefied petroleum gas, popularly called cooking gas, in a bid to increase its volume domestically so as to warrant a crash in price. It stated on Thursday that LPG producers in Nigeria and key stakeholders in the industry have been told to stop exporting the commodity out of Nigeria following the recent jump in the cost of cooking gas. The Igbo Apex Socio-Cultural Organization, Ohanaeze, on Thursday hailed the passage of the bill, seeking the establishment of the South-East Development Commission by the Senate, saying it is a welcome development as it will help develop the region. The Senate passed the bill seeking the establishment of the SCDC to be charged with the responsibility of receiving and managing funds from the allocation of the Federation accounts for the construction and rehabilitation of roads, houses, and other infrastructural damages suffered by the region as a result of the effect of civil war. The last on the news is sports. The Nigerian Premier Football League has restated its resolve to enforce every provision of the framework and rules on airing clubs. The NPFL Chief Operating Officer, Davidson Owumi, made this known following a meeting of heads of department in Abuja on Thursday. Owumi, however, charged the Secretariat staff to be more vigilant. We have come to the end of the news at 9. Here is a recap of the story. Tinubu reiterates commitment to judicial reforms. Senate rejects bill to extend years of service for NASS workers to 65. Federal government calls for strategy overhaul to combat malaria scourge. 400,000 policemen not enough to secure Nigeria, Speaker says. Nigerian government unveils plan to create 100,000 jobs by May 29. COAS states amidst commitment to protect human rights during conflict. Federal government plans cooking gas export ban to crash price. Ohanaeze excited as Senate passes South-East Development Commission bill. And on sports, NPFL restates resolve to continue strict rules enforcement. Thank you for watching Justeventonline News. A champion is defined not by their wins, but how they can recover when they fall. For more news, visit www.justeventonline.com, and to read more updates, follow us on our social media platforms with a tap at Justeventonline. You can also send us an email on justeventonline@gmail.com. My name is Mahil. Good night.